Hello guys, Catfish here with a new video for Fishing Planet. So the last couple of days I was testing in Bolivia because I want to have the numbers. I see a lot of people saying a lot of stuff, but I'm a guy with numbers. So what did I saw? There is indeed a problem. So I see a lot of normal fish fighting like trophies and trophies fighting like normal fish. There is something with the strength. But overall, even with the fish getting stronger, they balanced it really well. What do I mean with balancing? You always need to see the other experienced farms, money farms in the game. Because the main problem is I can understand what happened here. So you always need to understand how the brain of human works. So if you got something and it get less good, people cannot stand that because our brain works like that. So it's the same with races. If you get to work a race and yeah, you will get like 3-4 days, you will be very happy and then it's done. But if they downgrade your wages, you will be sick for 3 to 6 months. That's how it works. So people got a very big problem with coming down from something and it getting less good. But that doesn't mean that it's bad. And therefore I'm a guy with numbers. So I'm going to start. So what did I do? I got two positions. I will show you guys it in the second half of the video. I will put timestamps up too for the guys that don't want to see the numbers. So I just fished 6 days. I fished in the morning because the beauty is you can fish in the morning. 2 spots. I just write down the experience, the cash, and when I use the bait going, because at night they are not biting anymore. I don't understand that, why the night is now so dead. I found a position where I got the trophy red tail at the night, but the thing is, you cannot produce enough fish. So, you guys can see it, day 1 was 38 minutes, it was a rainy day, 38,000 experience, 54,000 cash, and 1 bait coin. So if you see 1 bait coin, I need to use 1 bait coin to forward the time because it's the daytime. You guys can see the next one, 42 minutes. I had 2 unis, and that was already 71,000 experience and 83,000 cash for 42 minutes. So it's just 6 days. The last day I was really lucky. I had 3 units back to back, and it was for 26 minutes, 69k experience and 70,000k cash. So I need to use in 6 days 2 bait coins. You cannot overcome that. Yeah, you can overcome that if you fish a little bit longer. You guys see on the other days I didn't need to do that because yeah, I fished long enough. This is tested, by the way, with premium for the guys that cannot read it at the top. So what is this giving? So I had in total 281,000 experience divided by the amount of minutes, that's 201 minutes, multiplied 60 to bring it to 1 hour. So I got 83, almost 84,000 experience for 1 real life hour. So I can understand it. So we go from 130,000 experience for 1 real life hour. But you need to imagine that number was way too high. So if you want to come to Brazil and you want to level 3 levels from level 65 to 68, that's 1 million experience you need. So with the old one, you need to level 7 hours and you were in Brazil. That's too short. So now they went to 84,000. It's still a grind that you need to do. So I think in 13 to 14 hours you can level here from 65 to 68 and you can go to Brazil. And that's a good number. So if you compare it with sturgeon, if you compare it with the other farms, they give 40,000. They made it a lot harder too, those farms. That's something I cannot understand that well, why they did that. Because it was not needed. So you need to imagine, why do you need to nerf willow and make the fish stronger? Because that was, yeah, it's level 50. There is nothing else you can do. The sturgeon, they made it harder too. Because they fight just harder. So I cannot understand that. What they did here I can understand, but other lakes I cannot understand because there is nothing else. If you nerf something, you need to give something in the place. What is after California? There is nothing. Russia is crap, Germany is crap, Alaska is crap, Michigan is crap too. So you only got sturgeon in California. If you start doing stuff with that, you bring a lot of leveling players in trouble, and old players too. Willow, I don't understand it. You only got Willow, you got Blue Crab, you got Maku Maku, then it's done. So I don't understand why they need to do the same with the lower lakes. I hope that they fix the lower lakes, because that's not necessary. Here I can understand it, but with the lower lakes I cannot understand it. So you guys can see it, it's still 84,000 experience, and that's at the end of the line. That's more than enough. So I'm now almost level 69, and I'm going to do it in 4 hours real life. So this update, it does not look like that, but this update, you need to do the less farming to get to the new lake than the previous 2 expansions. And so the previous 2 expansions, because I got the numbers, it was around 21 hours that I needed to farm. And with this one, it's a lot less. So you guys can do the calculation. It's going to be 13 to 14 hours that you need to farm to get to Brazil. Of course, the unis are giving a lot of experience. So if you don't have them, it will be less. That's always some RNG in play. But if you do the farming, of course you need to do another kind of farming. You cannot stay on one place as in the night. You need to adapt. That's the main problem. So you need to fish on one spot, rise it up, you need to go to the other spot, you need to use a bait coin. But at the end, even if you use every day one bait coin, you need to fish in total how many days? 14, 15 days. Maximum you will use 20 bait coins to go from level 65 to 68. So yeah, that's it, guys. So that were the numbers. Now I'm going to show you guys how you need to do it. Okay, guys, I'm now in the game. So I will show you guys first how you need to fish. So what you need to do is, so you got 3 times of weather in this area. You got a rainy day, you got a partly cloudy, and you got a sunny. So the beauty is you can always fish. You can start from 5 a.m. So you just fish from 5 a.m. And how do you fish? So you go to a spot. They will be active. And if you see that the spot dries up or it stops working, don't hesitate. Go to the other spot, check it out. If the spot dries up, you go just to the next day. So don't sit it out, because if you wait, you need to wait for the respawns and you're going to lose a lot of time. So you guys can see it, 5 a.m. It's very good. It's very important that you know that where you need to fish, because I saw a lot of difference. So on a rainy day, you guys saw it on the numbers too. My first rainy day was only 38,000 experience. My second one was a lot better, because I started on spot number 2 at the morning. So you need to test it a little bit yourself, because they are jumping around. Sometimes spot 1 is a little bit better at the start than spot 2, and around 2. So sometimes is spot 2 a little bit better than spot 1. So you need to watch it a little bit, because you cannot say anymore. There is so much other numbers into play that you cannot say it now. You need to go there, because sometimes other spot is just a little bit better. But most of the time, I never had that one spot was dead. So with all my testing, because I tested 6 days with number, but I'm thinking I'm here already 11 or 12 days. So I did first testing before I started to write down, and always remember that. So 5 a.m. fish, most of the time it's 1 hour, and then it dries up. For the setups, I'm only going with 3 setups, 3 bottom rods. Why 3 bottom setups? Because it's a waste that you go with 4. The fish are fighting. If you go to uni, the fish is fighting so long that you're going to lose on the other rods. There is no need that you go with 4. Even 3 is on the edge sometimes. But what I saw was that if you got a fish, be sure that you strike it and put it back in your rod stand. I got the impression if you strike that you got more chance to not losing the fish. I got it one time that I had 2 uniques, and I put 1 unique in, and I had another bite on another rod for 5 minutes too. And it was still on the rod. So just strike it, put it back in, and then you fight the fish that you were fighting. So I'm going with this setup, the La Cazadora 340. And by the way, guys, I already made 2 million extra cash in Brazil and with the catfish farming. So if you come to Brazil, you will make millions and millions and millions of money if you want. The La Caçadora, the 340, the Silva Star 8000. Then I'm going with the braid 34.8 kilogram. So you guys need to watch it a little bit because I'm going over the test of my rod and my reel. But I think if you come on this level, I think that you know what you need to do. If you don't know at level, what is this, 60, this area, what you need to do in this game, yeah. I think you are going to be a little bit in trouble, but watch it a little bit. Then we are using the Sinker 250. Then we are going with the mono leader, and I just saw that this is the weakest link, so it's okay, the test. So this will break the leader. 32 kilogram. Of course, barbel hook 6.0. Why a 6.0 and not a 10? Because it's a waste. You need to get every fish. To give you guys an example, a normal catfish, red tail or gilded one, gives 1000 plus experience too. So you need to get everything in. So don't come here with 10 O hooks, don't go with the barbels, go with the 6.0. I even was thinking to go with the 4.0, but then I had too much small catfish, like the whispered catfish. So with 6.0, don't go too high. It's totally not needed. You need every fish, because if you got in a day 10 to 15 normal catfish, that's 20,000 experience. So that's very important. Large liver, the other setup just the same, chicken liver, and then the last one is huge cut bait. So 3 setups, that's all what you need to have. So now I will show you guys where it is, because it's at the same position than my previous video. So my leveling video, but I will show for the guys what you need to do. So you got 2 positions. Come here with the boat, because with the boat you can reset your rod pot. So let's have a look. So I'm now on position number 2. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the boat. We are going with the boat to the position that you guys can see it right away. So let's have a look. Today we got... Is it a sunny day? Yeah, it's a sunny day. So you just need to go here to the left. Okay. So this is spot number 1. So if you go here to spot number 1, it's 2 spots. So it's my old spot and it's a new spot. So how do you need to fish it? I will show you guys it, step by step. I know a lot of people want to have that, because you can see what I'm doing. Because I can just say here are the positions. So you got 2 positions here, one at the left and one at the right. So 1 rod you throw here at the left and 2 at the right. The right is a little bit better. So for the markers, if you see it here. So here you can see it. This is the first marker, 134 minus 19. It's this area. And then the other marker is this one. So if you come here, this is 129 minus 44. The area is very big, so the spawn box is very big. So you don't need to, if you are a little bit to the right or the left, it's not going to matter a lot. So what do? You throw 1 here. I'm just going to do like what I do the whole time, so that you can see it practical the entire time. So then I throw 1 over here. And then I throw 1 over here. So here we go. So now you just need to wait, of course, because it's still fishing. I'm not sure that I'm going to wait that long, because yeah, you know what you need to do. So I already did it like a million times. Because if I get now a unique, the uniques, they fight for me 3 to 5 minutes. That's the maximum amount that's okay. It's not 20 to 30 minutes. I think a lot of people are in trouble because they are not fishing with the heavy gear. So you need to have this setup, the La Cazadora. If you don't have it, you can even go with the level 50. That's a 29 kilogram. But you need to have decent gear. That's how it works. So I didn't saw anything that can speed up the catch. So what do I mean with it? With holding the rod in a certain position. And no, they always fight. So you cannot do a lot about it. So that was position number 1. What we are going to do now is we are going to position number 2. Position number 2 is better. So it's a little bit further. It's not that far. So you just take the boat. The rod pot is resetted. You just need to do the same if you are fishing. So you come over here at the edge. And you already can see the marker. So it's on the end of the... And here it's very simple. So you just get the rod pot out, 24 meters. You can throw on the entire area. So I throw on the marker and then a little bit to the left here. Then one in the middle. And here I got 3 unis back to back. So I didn't know about this spot. So I went around. I saw a lot of activity on my sonar. So I tried it out and I was really amazed. This is the better spot of the 2. So... Okay, here we go. So if you guys want to have the marker, it's this one. So you can see trophy, a red tail catfish, 106 minus 94. So that's the position. So I cannot say more, guys. I can wait a little bit for the bite because I'm expecting really fast action. So there is already action. Let's have a look. This is a small fish, but that's not a problem. I think this is a normal one. It's possible that this is one of the... This is what I mean, guys. So, this is not normal. So, if you compare it sometimes, this was 1500 experience. If you compare it sometimes with other normal fish, what I see it's most of the time the gilded ones. Maybe the gildeds are a little bit stronger in real life than the red tails, but this was not normal. I got it in right in 5 seconds, and sometimes the normal, they fight like... Yeah, 2-3 minutes. So there is somewhere a problem, but that problem is already a long time in the game. Because it started when they introduced a new patch with the new bite system. And it was with overpowered catfish in Michigan. So there was always a problem. So sometimes I call them sick fish. Sometimes you got sick fish, and sometimes you got fish on steroids. So... Let's have a look what we got here. Because this can be a normal too. I got the feeling this is a normal. What do? You cannot do anything. You just keep reeling and you just jerk a little bit. I tried everything. So you can of course run. So this was a normal too. Did you guys see the difference between the first one and the second one? So, yeah, that's not normal. They need to adjust a little bit the strength numbers on those fish. This is not a bad one. So what do you need to do? Now I got 2 ones. So always be sure that you strike. And if you see the fish going away, you know it's a big one. This is not a big one. So the first one is a lot bigger. This can be a trophy. Because he's going away, so let's have a look. Yeah, it's if he keeps going, it's possible it's the unique, this one. But I still think it's a trophy because the unique ones, they are going away. And they keep going, but it's going to be very close that this is the unique. So let's have a look. Trophy or unique, that's already sure at the moment. So you always, if you got a couple of bites, just pick the rod up, just have a look how he's fighting and be sure that you got the biggest one. It's not always easy, but if you do this a couple of days, you will see the difference. Ah, okay, that's a lot better. I was waiting, so now the fish escaped, so I was really happy because the beepers are making a lot of noise. And it's a trophy or it's a unique, this one, I'm sure of it. So yeah, it can take some time. This is going to take... We are now on 30 minutes in the video, so I'm already fighting him. But at the end, you guys saw the numbers. It's not... It's... how can I say it? It's... okay, they nerfed it with the previous version before Brazil, but they nerfed it on a good way. Because they can do another nerf too, that you don't get fish anymore. Now you still can get fish. And you guys saw my day, the rainy day, I made 69,000 experience and 70,000 currency on 26 minutes. So if you do that to an hour, that's almost 140,000 experience. Of course, you are not going to catch... It's possible, you can catch 6 unis in 1 hour, real life. But it's because you're still catching fish. So it's not that they nerfed the bite, they just, yeah, made them a little bit stronger. But that's good, because I know games, how do they nerf it? They just, yeah, nerf the bite with 80%. But then you are sitting here and it's a watching game. It's not anymore fishing that you're doing. You're just watch your rods the whole time, and you're not going to get fish. So now you still can get fish. So if you know what you are doing, like I'm showing you guys now, when you need to fish, where you need to fish, how you need to fish, you can make still a shitload of experience. Yeah, it's still the best. 80,000, it's still a crazy amount. And you need to know that I made, let me do the calculation, roughly set 130, 170, 233. I made 350,000 currency too. So I don't talk a lot about it, but I almost made 400,000 currency too in those 6 days. So that's not too bad, I need to say. And is this the unique, by the way, or is it the trophy gilded? As already said, those gilded, they are a lot stronger than the red tails. So it's a trophy gilded, or it's a unique red tail, or a unique gilded one. That are the options that we got at the moment. And we are now fighting for 3 minutes. So it's now 15 minutes in the video. I started around 12 minutes, so let's have a look. So let's go a little bit closer, that we can lift them out of the water. Yeah, told you guys it. The gilded ones, they are very, very strong. So it's a trophy gilded, so I was right with option. So it's still 8,270 experience. And you guys can see it. So I already got 100 kilograms. I can throw it back in the water, but that's how you need to do it, guys. So still the best experience farm. It's a very good money farm too. So just come here. I hope that I helped a lot of people, because I see a lot of people in trouble. I see a lot of people getting emotional. They see it and they stop. Don't stop. It was never so good, the experience farming and money farming in this game. Take it from me, I'm already playing this game for 7,000 hours and like, I think 4 or 5 years. This is simple compared to the other updates that we had the last year. So thanks for watching, have fun. I'm going to level a little bit more, so 1 day and then I'm maximum level. And I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.